Today I'm going to do the best, this is the best ultra defensive formation in the game. This is the 4-2-3-1 formation. It is, so ultra defensive. I do this one, I use the 4-2-3-1 for it. I do a 4-4-2 as my balance formation now. Even though I had 4-3-3 before, but I use 4-4-2 in game for balance. It's really good for that. But this is what I use, so ultra defensive, 4-2-3-1. I also have this as my defensive formation, so it's just an all-round pretty good defensive formation. And it's still is good for attacking, so you're not fully back. So what I do with my custom tactics, I have balanced on, defensive style. If you want to make it even more defensive, you can go drop back and max depth back if you want to. Which I'm actually going to change to now, because I haven't tried it out, and I want to try it out. But what I did have before was balanced, and just like this, 3 depth and 4 width. Because the narrower you have, the more defensive it is, especially in the centre. Because it forces players to the wings. I'm going to try this new tactic out with lowest depth, and you try both of them out as well if you want to, and see what you prefer. So that's what I'm going to do. And this, you could try this. I might try this as well to see if it works. Max drop back on everything. Maybe ask to see if it works. I'll give it up for a few games, but that's what I didn't have before. So you can try that out if you want to. It's up to you how you want to play defensive style. Offensive style, I do have balance, because if you make a long ball, your striker will make too many runs and actually be drawn out of the game, especially when you're trying to defend. For balance, I use 4 width. Actually, it's quite narrow formation. You want to stay quite narrow. You don't want to force it out wide when it's not meant to be. 5 players in the box I use. It's a perfect amount. You can go less if you want to, so you're not going to get caught on the counter as easily. Corners and free kicks just have the lowest, otherwise you're really open for counter attacks, especially when this is meant to be a really defensive formation. So you can see here what I've got players on. I've got, I have actually just put Cavallo back into my team, so it is a bit messed up right now the way I'm doing it on this formation. So I wouldn't actually play like this. I don't know, I'll keep on moving to that one. What I would normally do is probably do this, and then have to play Bruno CDM, but there's not really much other choice. But I'll probably sub someone else on by then, and then have this. But probably what I will do, or this is what I'll do from now on. So player instructions. We'll start a striker of Martial. You want balanced width, mixed attack. The only reason you go balanced width because they're the only striker, and sometimes it can be too difficult if they're just staying in the middle. Mixed attack. You don't know fully defending because you still want to obviously score if you can, but getting behind, put them too far up. False 9 would be too far back. Normal interceptions, you can have conservative if you want to. I'll just use normal for now. And defensive support, come back on defense, just as it is defensive formation, ultra defensive. You want as many players back as you can. So for the cam, you want come back on defense as well. Normally everything else is default apart from come back on defense. You could actually have aggressive interceptions to just try and win the ball as quick as possible, or conservative, depending on how you want to play style. Aggressive will use a lot more energy, and conservative will reserve energy, but you're less likely to win the ball. But also your players are less likely to be drawn out of position, I think. So that is for cam. I think everyone is actually on. Everyone's on comeback and defense. It's so important when you're playing an ultra defensive formation. So for left wing and right wing, or the left cam and right cam, whatever it is, or left mid and right mid. Once again, come back on defense, and that is for both of them. They're both the same. Just they help out the fullbacks, and then makes it much easier to stop their wingers from having runs. Normal interceptions once again, and then everything else is default, as it's not too important when you're playing defensive. So it's they're both CDMs, the exact same. Cut passing lanes, as this will stop them making through balls and stuff, so they're not going to attack as easily. Stay back while attacking. Obviously, you want them to be far back. You could actually do this if you wanted to make it even more defensive. Put a drop between defenders on, which I might try for a couple of games, see how it works, to make it even more ultra defensive, especially with the drop back on max and everything. So if you want to make it the ultra defensive formation, you can do it this way, or just if you don't want to make it just more or less sort of defensive, just do it like it was before, like this. But I'm going to try this tactic out. I haven't done it before, but it might work. So instructions I did have before, to stay back while attacking on both the CDMs, which was good. It didn't make them too far forward, but not too far back. But if you do put drop between defenders, you're basically like having 6 at the back. So I'm going to try that, see if it works. It's up to you completely how you play your game, and what your play style is. So for left back and right back, you obviously want to stay back while attacking, and conservative interceptions, so energy can run out pretty quickly. And also just mix attack, because that's not very important when you're defending. both the centre backs. You want to stay back while attacking. Obviously, you don't want to go forward. And then I just put normal interceptions on both of them. And then goalkeeper, I do a balance on both. Sometimes I actually do like using comes for crosses, so they come out. So you're not going to get beaten when you stand on this line. But that's completely up to you. You may even want this one if you want to. And super keeper is also up to you. It means they're going to come out their box more. But if they also win the ball first, then you're probably going to concede. So that's pretty much it for this video. Just a quick video showing you the ultra defensive formation of FIFA. This probably is the best formation by far for ultra defensive. There might be others, but they might not work very well in game, and also they might not fit your team very well. So, did I change the formation? No. Yeah, so that is it for this video. I'll end it this time and see you next time.